fab.
Oh, fantastic.
And it is really hard when you do it for the first time, and I just, yeah, she did fab. She made us laugh. So, this was up for grabs. Look at this lovely donation from Vintage with Grace. We've all seen how gorgeous that paint looked. Some Annabelle Duke paint as well. There's 2 colours there, and there is a studio stencil going with it. Now, the random that has been drawn on my computer via my son is Louise Madolly.
Well done, Louise.
And I've seen your name a lot, so well done you.
Yeah, well deserved,
Well
darling.
done you. That's coming off to you. PM me your address. I think I might even have it somewhere, but PM me anyway. And the next prize up for grabs, I haven't put it in a nice box. We're getting tired now. Some general finish. What does it say? Persian blue.
Persian blue.
Milk. This is milk paint.
Oh, is it?
Wait, what? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's milk paint. But it's ready mixed up because the milk paint that I've used before is a
It's all
powder,
been
so
powder.
that's cool.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
we've
I'd
got
like to
some
try
Annabelle
that.
Duke mineral paint. Lovely colour. I've painted quite a few things in that colour. And chalk paint, so you can try the difference, in an ivory white. So those colours go quite
This
nicely
is a nice
together.
colour.
And then we've got some general finishes, bits and bobs, some sanding stuff, some mixing stuff, and some spatula-y stuff. So
Stuff. Good stuff.
Good stuff. So all you got to do is like and comment in the next hour. And next up is Georgia.
Da, 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 da.
Next up is Fiona Foster at Tallulah Ravens Emporium in Brampton, Cumbria. She stocks general finishes, Annabelle Duke, Fusion, Miss Mustard Seed, Milk Paint, Artisan Enhancements.
Wow,
And she will be using Miss Mustard Seed Milk Paint.
that looks
Which
like...
I'm really looking forward to. I want to see someone using that milk paint. So yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. We've got to
think.
watch this. So
I'll
I
be
know
watching.
this is something that Fiona has been feeling very anxious about doing. And I'm just so proud of her for sticking in there and giving it a go. I really am. Everyone
You'll be
here
fine,
has been
Fiona.
brilliant, and I just keep saying, once you get started, you just kind of go with it. Something
Yeah,
happens,
yeah.
I don't know.
It does, something happens. And if Ziggy could do it, because she was terrified.
We're all terrified.
You
You
know.
have no idea what we were like this morning when we arrived. No idea.
We
It
weren't
was
this happy smiling, I tell you.
starting to feel old hat now. But so these are the prizes. All you got to do is stay tuned. There will be a slight glitch before it kicks into the next 55 minutes. Show her your love. Show her your support. Please donate to this amazing cause. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mum.
Right, I'm going to say goodbye.
Don't forget to share, everybody, as well. Share, comment, donate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots
You
and lots of that.
got the gist.
Yeah. Okay. Over to you, Fiona.
Hello. Am I on?
Yeah, you'll be on.
Yes. Right. Hello. I'm absolutely shaking doing this. It's only my second live, but what I'm wanting to do today is it's actually a sign that you can hopefully all do at home. Oh, I'm sideways. Or whatever you want, so hopefully you can see that, and I'll be holding that up through my hour if I can manage it. And also, which is going to be given away, but you have to like and comment, is a Miss Mustard Seed Milk Paint, a full pack in kitchen scale, which is an absolutely gorgeous green, and Outback Petticoat, which is a lovely orange, lovely warm orange colour. So that's the 2 prizes as well from Miss Mustard Seed. So, right, where's my board? What I've done, panicking. Right, it's that one.
Kathy Marriott says hi, Fiona.
Hello, Kathy! Right, what I'm going to be doing, it's just a plank that I've got from a local DIY shop, and I've cut it and I've sanded it, so we're going to get to go with our first colour. So, for the first colour I'm going to be using Artissimo, which is like a lovely dark blue. So, milk paint's powder form, I don't know if you can see, and I'm going to be mixing this with water, just a little bit. Oh God, I've got the shakes. Right, calm down. So the water's not too cold, because if it's too cold it doesn't really mix very well, so you just want it sort of tepid water. Yeah, I've just mixed sort of half and half. Yeah, so that is the dark blue. So normally when I've mixed it I would let it sit for maybe 10 minutes before I actually started painting with it, but we haven't got 10 minutes. So I'm just going to get cracking if I can find something to mop my brush. Oh, panic. So this is just cheap old, actually one of my favourite brushes. These are Fusion, just the chippy brushes. They're quite cheap, but I use them all the time. They're really
I use mine all the time.
I love them. They're nice and thin. So now I use those. So onto the raw wood, we want to go with the first colour. Oh God. So I want to kind of make a little bit of a dip. So I'll kind of go like that. So you can see. And then just quickly paint an Artissimo on.
Does it sort of sink into the wood then? Or?
Yeah, with it being fresh wood, you can actually use Miss Mustard Seed for wood staining.
All right.
You don't, or colour, you know, you can use it as thin as you want, as thick as you want.
Oh, I see.
On raw wood, it's brilliant. So I'm just gonna. I had this time to perfection in my test runs. So. Right. So that's our Artissimo on. Now while that is drying, I'm just going to pop that on the radiator for a minute while I mix the next colour. And my contrast for the sky is going to be Flow Blue, which again is another really nice mustard seed. So I'm just going to, whoops, that's a bit much, I don't need that much. It's about, usually sort of half and half paint, half water. So I'm just going to, right, I need a brush to mix that one. I love the mixing part of the milk paint. The nice mix. It's quite therapeutic when you're mixing. So that's my sky contrast. That's those two colours mixed. And then while that other dark blue is drying, I'm going to do the snow colour, which is a Miss Mustard Seed grain sack, and it's a lovely pale grey, whitey grey. It goes with loads of stuff, it's really nice. So that's it. Tiny bit of water and a paintbrush. So the reason we're all doing this, I don't know if you've been watching all day, but everyone has done so well, and I can't actually believe how nervous I feel doing this. I actually nearly ran off about 5 to 5. But I can't get out of the office, I'm trapped, so I'm still here. Right, so I don't know if you can see, that's the grain sack mixed. So that's that mixed. Right then, we're going to go back. I'll just give a quick flash of if you want to text or donate. There's also a Just Giving link that I've been putting in the comments of the posts I've been sharing. So you can also donate via that. Right, now I'm going to have to just hairdryer this off. It's not quite... So I'm going to fast forward now because I'm running a bit behind. I've lost my paintbrush, I can't see with those glasses on. Right.
Yeah, everybody remember to like and comment.
Oh,
to
yes.
get in the draw.
Like and comment, and then you'll get in the draw to win the prizes, which is general finishes, I think. And quite a lot of other lovely stuff. So this is the toning colour, the second one, so I need to paint all over there.
Lucy Holiday says you're doing great, Fiona.
Hi Lucy. don't know. I'm flipping. Oh, these lives. I'm going to have to get used to them. Right, so that is a contrast colour. When I get more time, I would go sort of around the edge as well and tidy it up a little bit. So now, it's again another little boring bit. I need to quickly hairdryer. Hairdryer that. This is a really boring bit. So what I'm going to do, if you want to donate via text, again, it goes on your phone bill for a small charge on your bill. So you can donate 50p, £1, whatever you want to do. And also you can donate via just giving. And it is Mental Health Awareness Day today, which is a fantastic charity. Everyone you know probably has had somebody who's in mental health problems or depression or just all sorts. So they help enormously with people. So that's drying up quite nicely. Actually, when I finish this, I'll probably do a very slow, detailed video on this, so you can have a better look and try and have a go at doing something like this at home. If you need to do polar bears, you can do Robin or Holly or anything.
Snowman. I could manage a snowman.
Snowman.
I could manage a snowman.
Right, now that's that dry. So what I'm going to do now, it's quite a roughish sandpaper. I am going to go over, and I need to sand, and as I'm sanding, you can see, hopefully, there's two tones appearing. A bit more. That's going to be like the two-tone of the sky when I finish it.
When you finish it, can you just hold it and put it
Oh, yeah.
for a while? 'Cause
And that's the wax coming off on the sandpaper. Phew. Right, let's just tack rag and just wipe off. So I don't know if you can see, there's sort of two tones of sky there, but when I finally finish it with hemp oil, that'll bring all the colours out. So next stage is...
Can you just hold it there a second?
Oh, yeah. Can you see?
That's it, yeah.
Yep.
Focus now.
Yeah. Right. So now I want to do the snow and then a little tiny bit of colour blending. So where's my brush gone? Oh, what's my brush?
Lindsay Bolton's asking, lovely colour, what is it? It was Flow Blue, was it?
That's Flow Blue, yes, the one I've just used. That's Flow Blue by Miss Mustard Seed. Right, so I'm going to do the snow now. This is Grain Sack, which is a lovely grey tone. So that needs to go like that. Around the edges. Oh, speed painting.
Don't forget to share, comment,
Oh yeah, share, comment,
like.
if you more shares and comments and likes, and then you get entered into, is it a draw? I think it is.
Yeah, to draw.
Right, where's my brush? So that is the white on, and I just want to blend a little tiny bit of the Flow Blue just down into it. Just
Doreen Foster
that's done.
has commented, finally found you again. Love the plague you're doing.
The plague. So there we have a bit of blended snow. So that's all ready. And what I would do when that's dry is I will sand that again. But what I've actually done is I've got one that I did slightly earlier that I have actually sanded because it's kind of, that's needing to dry now. So we'll put that down to one side and let's do a bit of a Blue Peter style. Then we're ready to go. Right, so I need to sit down for this bit. So the next thing we're doing is
Hudson says hello.
Who?
Shelley Hudson.
Oh, right. Hello, hello. Right. Oh. So, glasses on this time. The next bit I'm doing is, I don't know if you can see the trees there, and all I'm using to do them is a bit of acrylic. These are actually acrylic airbrush colours, but you could use tube acrylics or whatever you want. So, and then I want to, actually I need white as well. A bit of white. White, come out. Right, so just for a reference, I've got some trees, just it kind of gives you something just to sort of go off. So what I'm wanting to do is, I just want to start there, and these brushes are fantastic. Have you seen them? They're like little fan brushes. Don't, it's getting a bit. Good grief, I'm shaking. I hate doing lives. So there, you can see I'm kind of building up. It's a bit wet actually, that. I'll just dry it off a little bit.
Chris Rollins says hello.
Hello, hello. Oh, at least people are watching, that's nice.
36 people are watching.
Oh
at
my
the
god,
moment.
36. So you can see, you see how easy it is just to get a lovely effect just with those brushes.
That's magical.
It's really nice. So I'm doing the black first. Just bring a little few branches down there. And then we'll do a bit more on the other side. So I'll just do again. How are we doing for time?
We are doing fine for time. Absolutely fine. You're 22 minutes in. So
Oh!
got loads of time.
It's alright, I'm getting in a panic from the polar bears. How long
No,
have we
we've got loads of time.
So, I'm getting that. So again, that's a bit wet actually. Don't really want it too wet actually. Hang on, a bit more paint. God's sake, I've got a shake. Phew! Right, so, I'm like, calm down. Let's paint. Right. So these brushes, you see how easy it is to get an effect.
Is that
of a
just
tree.
acrylic paint that you're using?
It's
at
just
the moment?
acrylic. This one is a it's water-based acrylic, but this one, it is actually an airbrush colour. I don't stock these, but these are the ones I've always used. But you could use any tube
Right.
acrylic. You
So
just
any
go to the
acrylic.
range. You go to the range and buy, and all the range sells the brushes. You know, you could just buy anything, any acrylic. It doesn't matter. Or oils, I suppose. You could do all this in oils as well if you wanted. The only thing is, I think probably acrylic's probably easier.
Yeah, acrylic's easy. Isn't it? It's
Yeah.
an easy medium to.
It is. Right, so that looks pretty effective. Now I need to put a bit of snow on it. So again, trying to dry it a bit.
Kelly Davies says, "Wow, this is amazing."
Whew. I'll see what it looks like at the end. So there, you just see, my hand would stop shaking, be a lot better. So you just need to go, I'm just making a little bit of snow looking as though it's snowy branches. And it's kind of coming together a bit now. This must be the most terrifying thing I've ever done.
You've led a sheltered life.
Well, terrifying thing I'm telling you about.
Wendy Ambler says, "Looks fab for you."
Oh, thank you, Wendy. Right. Sorry, I'm just kind of... Anyone, any questions at all? Ask away. And also, don't forget to like and comment and share, because all the likes and comments and shares means you've got more chance of winning the prizes, which I think Paula's going to give out at on the hour or after this hour.
5 to the hour.
5 to the hour.
Lots of of people commenting saying they're loving what you're doing.
Oh, good.
You make it look so easy, says Pat.
No, it I know it looks very difficult, but if you can see what I'm doing, it's literally just doubling away with my paintbrush. Like I say, probably I'll do a video of it every stage really slowly after this, so that if you did want to do a Christmas sign, or you could do it with your kids. I know Paula was doing lots of kiddie projects before with pumpkins and they look fabulous. With the holidays coming up. Right, I think that'll do for a tree. If I have more time, I'll probably just go around the corner. But I'll probably neaten that bit of neaten that bit up later. Right, now the next thing is polar bears. So they're going on next. And what I'm using is trace down paper. I've just bought this. Hobbycraft or the range again sells it, and I use it all the time. It's much easier.
Kelly Armstrong just joined.
Oh, lovely. Hi, Kelly. Huh. It's actually much easier than drawing them all on yourself, because what I want to do, put that on, and put my polar bears on, which hopefully is about straight. And then pencil. Pencil. Right. So now what I want to do, I want to try and get as much of just the main points, like his nose up to there. And this image I've got from Dreamstock. It's like royalty free, but you sort of buy the image. So I want to do that. Right round. Give it ear. Oh heck, moved it. Down to his foot. Looks a bit messy at the minute.
Doreen Foster.
Yep.
Chris is on sanding my wood and I'm off to the range tomorrow.
Ah, fabulous.
Love it. See you Friday.
Yes, you'll have to come on Friday. So it's like I've got the main points. Once you've got the main points of the bear, then I'll take this off. It's its little leg dangling down there. Oh, cramp in my hand.
Somebody's still watching, just baking a cake.
Right, let me just make sure. Have I got all my points? No, I haven't. I've missed that bit off.
Can you just say again what the paper is that you're using in
Yeah,
between the image?
certainly. It is, I don't know if you can see that, it's Frisk trace down paper, and Hobbycraft, the range, or internet, Amazon will sell it, and it's just brilliant. It's like waxy based on one side, that side's just plain, and then I don't know if you can see, I have got a lovely outline of a polar bear. Now is the panic stations. So where's my little brush? So what I'm going to start off with is, where's my pointy brush?
So is it kind of like carbon paper we used to have in the old days?
Yeah,
but
it is just like carbon paper, but it's not sort of oily, it's just waxy, so you can paint over it. It doesn't leave any sort of residue, because normally if you just use carbon paper, your paint would, the outline would come through, whereas this you can just paint right over it. Oh, right.
Josie Brown just
Hello,
joined you.
Josie! Right. Oh, don't panic, don't panic. So now my implements are a small paintbrush, and I've got just a cheap pointy paintbrush. So I'm going to get my main points on first. So I need a nose. Let's see. This is going to be probably really boring for people.
Not at all.
No.
We all want to know how to do this.
And then an eye. I'm just putting the basic shapes in at the minute. And the other eye there. I'm just going to do a very fine outline. And we need a little bit of black because its ears there.
Do you think we've got to be skilled artists to do this, Fiona?
no, I think if you followed my steps very slowly, I'm sure you could do it.
Right.
Because if you look at the way, like to look at the overall of it, it's probably complicated, but when you break down each component
Right.
of how you make the design up.
Karen Collins says it's not boring. It's fascinating
Oh,
to watch
brilliant.
it transform.
Thank you. Right, so I've got my main points on just with those. I'll come back to those later. So I'm getting in a bit of panic in case I run out of time because I've still got a stencil, the snow to do, and all sorts of stuff.
You've got half an hour.
Oh my god, right. So now I've got white. I'm going to go start with the nose. And then I'm just going to go up, down where its ear is, around where that is. Oh my god, this is going to be pushing it for time.
You'll be fine. Don't panic.
Don't panic. And then on the edge of it there, I want it to be quite rough, so you can just see I'm just quickly bringing that down. No, actually, see what else I should have done. I'm going to put, haven't actually painted its mouth in, so I need to just like that. And just slightly under there, so you can just sort of see. Oh god, wrong end of the paintbrush. Right, so now you can see I'm just kind of coming down. I thought if I go around there, I just want to make big brush marks so it looks a bit furry, and then come down. Oh, more white.
So it's the acrylic again, is it, Fiona?
Yeah, it's just white acrylic, but
Right.
again, you can use stuff from a tube. You don't have to use this. I just use it because it's liquid, and I just find it quite easy.
Myra's watching.
Oh, really? Hi, Myra. Sorry, I'm not the most talkative. I'm trying to paint fast and... So...
Looks like it's got a hood on.
So I'll go down to the leg. I think once I get all this white on, and I won't panic quite as much.
Myra says hiya.
Hi! Hi, Myra.
Pat Knoll says such talent. You
Oh.
are right, Pat. This is one talented lady.
Oh, thank you. Right, so that's its foot. So you can see it's no particular, just brushing it quick because I want it to be brushy so it looks a bit hairy, if you know what I mean. Right, and then we need to do an ear.
Myra says looking good.
Good. So that's kind of one ear. Right, and then the other ear.
Josie says you're very clever, but I'm a bit disappointed you're not swearing as much as usual.
No. Actually, I don't think I have. I think I've done
No.
really well so far. I haven't got to the stenciling bit yet.
Kirsty Cannon says, hello, not seen you before. This is lovely. Hope to see this again. It's amazing.
Oh, thank you. So I'm going to do an in-depth one so this you can see, because I think this is going to turn out not quite as neat as I normally do. Right, so we've nearly got Mama Bear on. Nearly. Oh, yes, I've just remembered why we're doing this. Sorry, I got carried away with bears. Oh, don't forget, it's for Mind Mental Health Awareness Day today. So if you'd like to donate even 50p, 20p, anything, it's for a really good cause. And we've all, well, I think everyone's family has been touched some way with people with either depression or lots of other things. So Oh my God, I've nearly got my
Sarah
there.
Pelly's joined.
Oh, hi Sarah.
She says awesome.
Ah,
Michelle Pike joined.
hi Michelle.
We've now got 45 people
45!
watching.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
You're world famous,
This
girl.
is my second live. Oh God, I've got a sweat on. This is fast. But you can see the way I've done. It's kind of just, I want brushy. So now we need to do little baby. If I get baby on, then I can kind of relax a little bit.
You've got loads of hearts and stuff going up the screen.
Oh, brilliant. Right, come on, little baby. Little baby. Right, I'm going to need a littler brush. Littler brush, else I'm going to make a bit of a mess just to get round. I can't believe how much I'm shaking. Absolutely terrifying doing these lives.
Well, if this is you shaking, and this is how good you can, it's just incredible. Unless shaking actually helps make the film.
Ah, well, that's another thing. Could be a new technique. Right, we're nearly getting there. That's it. Let's go around there. I'll leave that here. I'll come back to that. Right, I'm back to my bigger brush. And again, I just want to quickly, because I need to do
Karen Collins
fur.
says, very talented you are. I can't draw for toffee.
Ah, no, but if you notice, I haven't actually drawn this, I've traced it. So you could certainly do this, or you needn't do the polar bear, you could do snowmen, or you could do little holly sprigs, or, you
Jackie
know.
Millington says, don't be scared, you do this so well.
Right, we're nearly there. If I can get these bears half on, then I can go back and do its ear, and then do a little bit of detail.
Mallory says, I cannot believe you have done this much in such a short time. You are seriously talented.
Oh, panic. So if you can just see, I'm just doing little brushy brush marks. I don't really know if there's a word for them. Right, I'm getting there now.
Wow, it's pretty fantastic, Fiona.
Ooh, does it look alright on screen? I can't see.
It looks excellent.
Right, so phew. I'm just going to go back over, and you can see now the bottom layer's dried a little bit. If I had more time, I would go back over and just keep doing like that until I get more hairy brush strokes, if you see what I mean.
Gaina's joined.
Oh, hi Gaina. Phew. Right, so now I'm gonna. How many more minutes have I got left? I'm getting in a.
You have got 20 minutes left.
Oh, brilliant! Right, we have got time. So don't forget, if you want to donate to Mind, the number is there. You can donate via text, or I think I shared a link in my comments for this. Right, where are we? So I'm just going to put a little bit of shade in there, and I've made a map of that. Right. Panic.
The general consensus of the comments is that you're just plain brilliant.
I have painted for a long time though. Right.
Oh, we're up to £326 so far.
Oh my god, that is fantastic. And there's some fantastic prizes to give away every hour as well. We've got 2 packs of mustard seed milk paint here. And if you haven't used mustard seed before, it's just lovely. It's brilliant for if you've got an old cottage for old walls, or you can do stains with it, or all sorts of stuff. You do layering, chippy, all
Michelle
sorts.
Pike says she could watch you for hours.
Right, so I'm going to come back to those bears white in a minute. What I'm going to do next is, I'm actually an airbrush artist by trade. So I'm going to do a tiny little bit of airbrushing for shading, just because it's speed. But you could actually do this. I'm probably going to splodge everywhere actually. You could do this with a paintbrush. So if I had more time, I would probably shade with a paintbrush. Oh crikey. But today I'm just going to do a little tiny bit. So I just want to shade, I don't know if you can see, I just want to shade sort of around his nose. Whoa, come back. Stay there. Just want to shade a little bit. Just shade a little. Stay there. Shade a little bit around his eye. Just kind of make it kind of come. You can see a little bit under his chin.
Everybody's gone silent now because they're watching me.
Are they still there?
Yeah,
I've just done my own. So I'm going to shade down the leg, and it's his foot. Just put a little bit of shading around there. A little bit of shading at the bottom around there. And I need just a little bit of shading up there. And then down there where this other.
There's loads of parts.
Oh, brilliant.
And Mallory says we are all in awe of your art.
Oh, thank you. I'm just going to do a little bit where its leg goes around there. And down there a little bit. And that is actually, we decided it was a foot. We thought it was a tail to start with, but it's not, it's its little foot. I think that's a bit of its little tail there. I absolutely love polar bears. I think they're one of my favourite animals.
Well, I can't have one.
No. And I really like Christmas as well. That's why I decided to do a Christmas sign. But Christmas also can be a very, very stressful time for people, and sad time. If you're lonely or you've lost family, should be somebody else. You've got an empty chair. So that's all the more reason to really donate to charities like mine, because they help so many people. I'm just going to shade in his ear a little bit there, a little bit down there, a bit in that ear, a little bit up there, and you can just see slightly coming together, a little bit darker in there. Right, baby, I'll do baby now. Shade a little bit. But if you haven't, obviously not many people, if you don't airbrush, you haven't got an airbrush, just you could do this with a brush and just shade it, and then.
You've got 12 minutes.
Oh my god! Right, so that's that bit done. Next bit, I'm just going to quickly highlight. We need to highlight. I need to just put a bit of his eye, a bit of, and then the other eye, a little bit, highlight on the nose, a little bit of highlight in there, and a little bit of highlight there. Right, now panic stations, we are going to do the snow, which again is really easy. Just panic, where's my big bra? Knocked everything flying. So for snow, what I'm going to do, it's quite messy. We're going to use white, and I'm going to use one of these brushes again, and we are going to, don't want it too wet, but I am going to come on, flick. Oh crikey, it's going a bit kind of
blizzard.
We've got a blizzard. There's a blizzard going on. Not sure what's going on with my.
So you're flicking a brush on your finger then?
Just flicking a
That's
brush,
effective, isn't it?
and it just will give you snow.
Very effective.
And it does. Come on, flick. Right, I'm getting there. So that's better. You can just see a bit of snow. Normally, I think I timed myself on the bear before, and it took me about 20 minutes. Right, hairdryer. This is off, you can't see. I just would like to, if I can get time. Actually, it's gone a bit bigger, the snowflakes, than I intended. Trying to pick the big bits of paint off that won't dry. Won't dry. Oh no! Shooting stars! Come on, snow dry. Right, hopefully I might just get time. This is a stencil. I've actually got a plotter, so I've cut this one out. Oh, come on, come off.
Alright, you've got time.
Have I? Oh, panicking.
Lindy Bolton says incredible. Actually, whilst you were airbrushing, nobody said anything like this transfixed.
Right. Oh no, I've done it wrong. I've done my stencil wrong. Do you know what I haven't done? Right, glasses on. This is all going horribly wrong. Didn't that one? This one I've got done earlier. What I need to do, this is a stencil I've cut out and I forgot to pick the letters out. Panic, come out.
Jack Hoffel says, just darling.
Panic.
Sue Sinclair, who's a clever girl.
I'm not quite sure about that, Sue. Forgot to pick my stencil out.
Somebody's asking for the number to donate, so
Oh, yeah,
can you get that?
it is.
That's great.
Yep. Right. Panic. Oh no, I need a blade. Oh no, it's good. That will do. Oh god, this is the fastest stencil I've ever done in my life.
You've got time, you're alright.
Am I?
Yeah. You've got 7 whole minutes.
Oh my god, right, we should be okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of in blind panic mode now. Phew. Right, I want to try and get the middle of my stencil, so I'll fold it over. So I want kind of the middle to be somewhere. Right, so I've lost me. Oh god, where have I put that thing? I just had it a minute ago. Ah, there it is. Right. So stencil on. God's sake, this is
You're fine.
the fastest stencil ever. Right, so I want to peel that off.
Unless you want to be doing a dance at the end of this, you've
Oh.
got plenty of time.
Have I? Are you
Yeah,
right? Can I
absolutely.
calm down?
Yeah. Unless, of course, you want to do a dance at the end.
No, I'm going to run off.
Ah.
Run off and lie down.
Run up to the supermarket. for a bottle
Full
of
of wine.
Oh, that's a very snazzy stencil.
Oh, yes, it's nice, isn't it? These, I mean, if a lot of people have cameo cutters where you see that they cut, or I've got, mine's a Graphtec, but I've used it loads over the years because we do an awful lot of, I used to spray an awful lot of motorbikes, so we'd often get like Suzuki and Honda stickers and I'd have to cut them out.
So Is it actually sticky then? Is it sticking to the board?
Yeah, it's sticking to the board. What that is, it is just a stencil media.
Right.
And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to spray it quick. Because I want to, oh no, splodge. Oh God. Splodge, oh no. This is where it is going to go wrong. Right. It's again, it's just, this is actually just a white base coat. I use this all the time for doing my artwork. I should have actually masked that up. Oh no, I have. God, there's me getting in a panic. If I had more time, but I'm running out of time, I would go back and put more hair detail on the bear, but I just haven't, so... Right, so that's that. Phew. Right. Yay! Oh, they left it snow. You can't really see the snow bit.
Wow.
What's that? Now, what I'm going to do is just going to show you how, briefly, how about time?
You have 3 minutes.
Oh, 3 minutes. Right, what I would do, what I did with that one to get it nice and glossy, is hemp oil, which hemp oil is absolutely fabulous. It's Miss Mustard Seed hemp oil or Fusion Do hemp oil, and it is just wonderful, wonder oil. So I'm just going to put some on my rag. I'm just going to do this top bit because I'm actually going to go back and finish the bears off and put a bit more on that. And you can just see that it just actually brings the colour up, and you can see the two tones
Oh wow.
in the sky.
So is that actually the finishing coat? You don't need any more?
No, the hemp oil, it's waterproof,
Right.
so you can just see the difference.
That is amazing.
So I use hemp oil a lot. You can use it on bare wood, or your artwork. You can see, you know, I'm just doing this, and this, when it's dry, it can. You probably suppose you could put it outside. You could put it on your doorstep, or you could put it on your mantelpiece, or anywhere really.
That transforms it, doesn't it?
So I'm just going to do that top bit, and then what we'll do, I'd let that soak in a bit, and then I'll go back and probably if there's any excess, take that off. But there we have a Christmas sign. I just wish I'd done my S a bit darker, but I can go in and finish that and finish my bears. Bears need a little bit more work, but I've just run out of time. So I hope you've enjoyed this.
Can you tell us how to donate again?
Oh yes, yes. Donate via text. If you text that, text Sia MUL55, put your amount in, and then send to 70070. Or there's a Just Giving link which I've been sharing in my comments, I think, over the last few days. You can donate via that. And I just hope that you've enjoyed it and enjoy everyone to come, because everyone's been so fantastic. And it's been lovely being part of this. It's been absolutely nerve-wracking, but fantastically, I've done it.
Can you just show your sign again,
yep.
please?
That's the one I've been doing today. And that's the one that I actually did. It took me a bit longer to do the other one. I think the bears took me about 20 odd minutes last time.
We're up to £366 that's been donated.
Fantastic.
So quite a lot's been donated throughout your hour, Fiona, so you should be proud.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for watching. Oh, am I done yet?